it over.
Miller time moment for sure. Chris Hampton.
Stand on that side of the camera. Okay, we need the wing like pointed at the thing. Okay, now put your finger right under the high point. Is it under the high point? Okay, so it's about that tail heading right now. Is that showing up on camera? Okay, so we scoot it back.
He was that good. I mean, he really was. If you look
Pointed at the thing.
the way he was spotting both sides of the plate.
Okay, all right, that's a nice shot.
Breaking ball. He did hit
Use your finger right on that. I'd move mine more into the correct position. It's where I think it's supposed to be. Okay, we did pretty good. I mean, good job for the video, not CGing the plane right to play.
It's hard to stay ahead and stay on the plate. What impressed you most about his night? Well, I think the breaking ball, when you talk about the way he used it on the plate down, on the plate for a strike, and then the way he swept it off the plate, but, you know, it was very effective both against right-handers and left-handers. You see good.
Okay, here's what's going on with the tail area. Bring the camera in and show how damaged it is here. Really messed up from all the crashes. We can get it cinched up. This is the last thing, Band-Aid solution we used with this rubber band. We can get it cinched up so it's straight for a moment. Okay, you can scoot the camera back. Well, we can get it cinched up so it's straight while we throw it, but it quickly droops back down because of the force and just how sloppy it is right now. This barbecue skewer had to be glued in because the holes are getting so messed up. So I'm just taking the tail right off. Oh, before I take the tail off, I want to show how the servo for the elevator is hooked up with a fishing line. We're going to throw out this whole tail, so I don't really care. But the servo is pulling that line, and so it usually starts out straight. But what we can never do is force it down, because when we built the plane, it had a whole section on right here, and the prop was way out further. It was always nose ebbing. We had a hard time getting it back to a good CG. So we don't have that problem anymore, so we shorten the nose. I'm just going to take this tail out. Okay, here's the barbecue skewers that actually just slide out. And forgot to untape the servo extension leads. You want to break those. Okay. Also, using 3 extension leads, I think is causing the servo to spaz out and have a jitter a lot of times. I have full control, but what it does do is seems to have a hard time figuring out where it should be centered at. So this thing is not really, there's probably glue in there, I don't know. So this part looks pretty usable. The wings have been taking a beating, and they're not cinched up right now. So we're gonna still use what we have here, and this is a Flght mystery motor. We don't have the numbers on it because they got painted over. This one says 480. 480, pretty big motor. 35C output battery and 45C ESC unit. See the servo mounted on the inside because we were trying to compensate for a tail-heavy plane, so we pushed the servo forward. But we don't really have that problem anymore, so we might go with a more traditional push rod mounted somewhere back there, something a little more reliable and give us the up and down on the rudder instead of it just going up. So we're going to throw this thing in the trash and rebuild the whole wing and find a more secure way of
not the wing, but the fuselage?
Yeah, the tail. Sorry, yeah, thank you. The tail. We're going to rebuild the whole tail and find a more secure way of mounting it into the fuselage. And of course it was the impacts of the crashes that caused it to start drooping down because it was so fractured. But once that happened, we had a hard time getting it to ever stay up. Also, these took a beating. All right, thanks for watching.